Hey y'all, it's Diana from the Dianaverse. I'm here to do your full moon in Leo forecast. I'm out in the field today to do this because I felt like getting out. It's a sunny day for once in Seattle, and here comes an airplane. That's the neighborhood I live in, but I wanted to get out. And if you saw my Instagram post recently, I am helping English IVIs the local park. I think it'll take a lot more than me to do that, but I'm doing my part. So we have a full moon in Leo. Now there's been a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if you felt the energy shifts. There's been some big energy in the last week. We've had planets moving signs. We had our annual Sun-Pluto conjunction that happens once a year. But at the same time, on the exact day that the sun went into Aquarius, we also had Pluto move into Aquarius. So they went in there together. So we're shining some light on some deeper stuff. Hopefully you've been doing your work during all the Capricorn foundational years, that you are ready to move forward into the future. Now this is especially going to affect you if you have a fixed sign. That's Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. If you have strong planets in any of those signs, definitely feeling this energy a lot more. I have all of that because I have the sun in Leo, and I have my rising is Aquarius, and I also have a Cancer moon, which we're in the Cancer moon right now before leading up to this Leo full moon. So I have definitely been feeling the feels. So if you've been feeling the feels, moon in Cancer is going to hit your water signs. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like there's one more that I'm not thinking of. I'm not looking at a computer right now, so I'm just winging it out in the forest. So look for those placements too. Now the Sun and Pluto are still going to be conjunct for this full moon. Pluto moves super slowly. The Sun moves slower than the Moon anyway, so they are still conjunct. I'm going to suggest, and I'm trying to do this a couple days earlier so you can get in on this energy. The Sun and Pluto just moved into Aquarius on the 20th, so that just happened. During this Cancer moon, it's a great time to, it's got support. It's got a trine to Jupiter in Taurus, which is helping us with our values, getting maybe cleaning out extraneous stuff you don't need, getting your finances in order, all these kind of steps. And then it's also in a sextile to Saturn, which is in Pisces, another water sign. So there's a nice flow of energy for all of your big ideas. Jupiter is big, and grounding that into the current reality, Saturn and Pisces, bringing it into the world. You do have a square from Pluto, so it's not necessarily going to be easy. You're going to have to use discipline. Discipline, that's the word from Capricorn last month. We still have things in Capricorn. We've got Venus and Mars are coming together as the lovers in Capricorn. So Mars is at home in Capricorn. Capricorn likes to get things done, right? They like to pick a cause and get it done. I've seen that with my Capricorn friends lately, buying new houses or getting moving. There's been a lot of moving for Capricorns, moving the energy. So you could have some of that going on. Pluto is going to shake up anything you haven't let go of, because we still have some chances with some planets in Capricorn that will be moving forward in the spring. But for the moment, you can still get a handle on some of the stuff that you're wrapping up. And I feel like with this Leo sun, you're going to kind of be trying to get a sense of who am I in the greater whole. Aquarius is kind of society at large, right? The bigger picture. So you want to find your tribe. You want to make sure that you're with people who appreciate you. Again, you come back to that Cancer. Cancer is very discerning. They're known as being kind of the bleeding hearts of the zodiac, right? But they only nurture people that they feel are in their tribe that are recognizing the gifts that they have to offer. At least they learned that over their life, right? Cancer doesn't suffer fools, really. They'll put up with takers for a while, and then they'll move on. And Aquarius too, it kind of accentuates that. Like if you're letting go of old connections that don't really serve you anymore, old stuff that you've collected around your house. We're almost at spring cleaning time, right? So I'm going to suggest, rather than intellectualizing what you're trying to do, Aquarius can be all up in the head. The Leo kind of brings it back to the heart. So make sure whatever you're involved with, whatever you're trying to build, whatever is important to you, that you are coming from the heart and it's something you're really passionate about. That Mars and Venus together in the morning sky, you'll be able to see the planets in the morning if you have clear skies anyway, and you get up early enough. They want to ground the passion, right? They want to build on something they really care about. So I would suggest, even as a form of embodiment, getting out and walking, especially early in the morning, looking at the planets, trying to ID where they are. So it's not just a conceptual thing that you've learned, oh, these planets, there are actual things out there. Astronomy and astrology don't always totally line up because astrology was developed thousands of years ago, and with the precession of the equinoxes, we have moved forward a bit. But it's a language. It's a language for understanding things that are really out there. So I would encourage you as a practice to go out and try to spot some of these planets and the moon and get a feel for them. It feels different when you actually see them. If you have telescope, even a bigger plus, you get to really see them, right? I don't have one, but that would be fun. If anyone wants to send me one. Just kidding. So for our herbs, I'm going to suggest resins this month. We're still in winter. Imbolc is coming up really soon, like in a week and a half. Imbolc is a Celtic festival for Bridget. It's the stirrings of new life. Life that isn't necessarily sprouting just yet. We're working on it. These are all these things you've been contemplating in the winter, and they're getting ready. So there's that energy of kind of moving forward, shifting, getting ready to spring up from the earth. So I'm suggesting resins. It's still a good time. I'm out here in the park and I've collected a little bit of Douglas fir resin. It's not quite as gooey this time of year, so the winter is a great time to collect the resins off the trees. Of course, don't pick all the resin out of a wound on a tree. That's how the tree is healing itself. But those drips that hang down, like the extra bits, you can collect those, put them in olive oil on maybe a candle warmer or a water bath in a slow cooker, and you can make a salve out of that. It's great for things like arthritis. Our joints are places where we don't get a lot of circulation, and the sap from these trees, the resins, really stimulates that circulation for you and helps get it in there and helps ease some of that, because that pain is mostly like stagnation. It's where things aren't moving, and so they start to get inflammation, and then you start to get your deformities and all your pain and all that kind of stuff. So I recommend collecting some resins if you get a chance to get out and collect some. And for our crystal this month, it's a toss-up. Aquarius is aquamarine. Leo is peridot from the heart. So we're talking blues and greens here for this lunation. If you can find something like a calcite that has blue and green in the same stone, that's a bonus, right? Otherwise, you could use either one of those two stones. And I think that's all I have for today. I hope you're doing well in this lunation. We will have at the end of the month, like in a week, I think it's Uranus that goes direct. Uranus or Neptune. Like I said, I don't have my computer in front of me. But we will have all the planets direct. We've had this. We had it early last spring. And it's really great for getting some stuff done. before the next Mercury retrograde, which happens to come on April Fool's Day. How coincidental is that? So yeah, you can get a lot done for the next few weeks. So take advantage of that forward energy. Of course, make sure whatever you're doing, you're acting, not reacting. I say that a lot in my videos. Don't do things without thinking first, or running it by yourself maybe first, so that you do things that are focused and targeted on how you're trying to move forward. Pluto, like I said, just moved into Aquarius. It went in here last spring, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of the energy, because we also had planets direct last spring. This time it's not dipping its toe in the water and then going, oh no, I'm going to go back into Capricorn. That water's not warm enough yet. Now this time we're moving forward. We're making that big 20-year transition, because Pluto stays in a sign for about 20 years. And so this time is the big move forward. It will dip back into Capricorn in November for just like a couple of weeks, but then it will be firmly in Aquarius to stay for the next 20 years. So whatever you were trying to do with your stability, your business, your passions for the last 20 years in Capricorn, we're moving forward, like it or not. All right, take care, y'all, and I will see you at the next new moon. Bye.